Welcome back to The Guide Life. Today I'm actually fishing, which is, I think, a first for this series. I'm actually getting to go scouting, which is like my favorite part of this job. It's in the middle of March right now. It's really nice out. Everything's melting. I'm just going to punch a few holes and run around them in my sweater outside. And like I said, we're getting into March. So where I've had the castles up until now, the fishing is starting to die down a little bit. It seems like the walleyes and the perch are starting to stage towards the backs of the bays a little bit more. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I made my way back towards where they will be spawning in the springtime. And I'm going to set up on a little hump here to try and see if I can intercept some fish. So stick around and see if I can. Okay, so I'm going to pull this up on my phone. I just pulled up on a spot. I'll pull up what it looks like here. So pull up to the very top of this little hump. I might be off of it just a bit, but I'm going to try and drill some holes right here, here, and off on this flat. The basin of the lake is about 40 feet, and then all the spawning stuff would be kind of back this way. I'm thinking it's either going to be right here on the top that's going to be the best, or kind of down in here. So, drill some holes and just start running around. I'm going to put one right here in the truck. Okay, too shallow. I didn't like this at all. I was really hoping I could spend the night here to catch a few fish, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. So, I'm going to go to one fairly close by here. That's a little bit further back out to the basin where the ice castles are. And we'll see if that makes a difference. Okay, so pulled up to this little hump here out in the middle. It's really small and pretty inconspicuous. I say that word a lot. But I'm right on the top of it, and I think right here is going to be the place to be. I think and I hope. .38.7. It's like perfect. So that's exactly what we're looking for. It's 38.7. We're on a nice little hump. It hasn't been fished all year long. So as my bait gets down there, the whole bottom should just erupt. In theory. That's how it's supposed to go anyways. It looks like I see a fish already. So I think I might be right. Yep. Here they come. It's crazy how that works. I don't know if you can see that or not. I don't have a camera for the flasher, but there's like 6 fish, 7 fish just coming suicidal at me right now. Too easy. I think this is a perch. It'll probably be a pretty big one. No, it's a walleye. Nice one. Woo! Nice one. Okay, that one, we're keeping it. I was going to make the team. I can keep 4. So ideally, I can catch 4. There's definitely 4 there. I'm just gonna try and like put my head right up by the flasher so you can see, hopefully. There's so many there. So as soon as the little blue line that's underneath my bait, oh, you can see one coming already. But as soon as I get past that, that's when they start to come off the bottom. There's one coming already. It's at 36 feet. I'm coming down to 33. So I'm gonna try to stay above them, which is right there. And then this one's really aggressive. Oh my gosh. That's a nice fish too. So it's pulling some drag. We got a line puller. Ooh. Ho ho. What a fish. They are thick down there. That was a little big. I'm gonna let that one go. I see them waiting down there still. So if you've never used a flasher before, this right here is me coming down. This down here is the bottom. So this blue line is a zoom function that I have on there. This allows us to see the fish and the bait a lot better once it passes this line. So the fish are going to show up a little bigger here, and same with the bait. So as soon as this bait goes past this blue line, it's going to start to show up a lot bigger, like that. And here they come. That's crazy. So this is what I'm looking for. Good idea of what I like to look for when I'm scouting is this. Ooh. Oh wow, that one came fast. Come on, bite it. It's going to chase me up 300 feet. You may as well put it in your mouth. I'm sure a minnow would help. Not for that one. This one feels okay. It's not. I think it's an eater, like it's edible. Yeah, I'd eat that. Maybe not. It's on the small side anyways. So that's a good one. Little on the small side. Here he comes. That's a better one. Look at that rod just bend. Look at that bend in the rod. Look at it. Look at it. Oh. Woo. Okay, that one's coming home. It's like a 15 and a half, 16 inch fish. So in Lake of the Woods you can keep, Canadian side of Lake of the Woods, you can keep up to 4 fish if you're a resident and 2 fish per day if you're non-resident, but your possession can be 4. So that one right there is a 16 and a half inch fish. They all have to be 16.9 inches or smaller, or in centimeters that would be 43 centimeters or smaller. That one fits the bill. And it looks like we got a few more down there before we gotta go home. I was hoping there'd be some perch mixed in too. And I think during the day there would be as well, but I'll take walleyes like that all day long. I'm not even down 10 feet and they're starting to come off bottom already. Ooh. That's another one, like the same size. This one might actually be a little bigger, I'm not sure. Oh my gosh. Look at that perch. That thing's huge. Don't go, don't go. I want you. Look at that thing. That's like an old grizzled warrior. Look at that. Look at its spines. They're all like messed up. This one's lived a hard life. That one's really big. I'm going to put it back. I wanted to show you guys before I did, though. Wild. Okay, well, that disproves my theory of there not being perch. It was just jumbo. Congrats. That's awesome.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
Bye.
Talk to you later. Bye. Everyone's catching fish right now. 33-inch Laker, 34-inch pike. I'm catching 34-inch perch. Look at that. Oh my. That's insane. Just fish for day. Why? Why'd you do that? Probably because I'm yelling. I can't believe how big that perch was. I don't have anything to measure with. I know those walleyes, they're not close to 17. But that perch was 13 inches, I'm pretty sure. 13 and a half, maybe. That was like the king perch. Might have been the biggest perch I've ever caught. Came up, I thought it was a smallmouth. It looked like a 2-pound smallmouth. Look at all those things. Keep in mind, I don't have bait on either. It's not like I need to be aggressive to attract them in. They're there. Oh, that one just, wow. This one's just ready to bite. This one's coming. It's coming back. Every once in a while, one just like flips. It's like I'm biting it. They'll fly from like the bottom, like this one. Yeah, like this one's just, it's ready, you know? It's ready. Come on. Submission has been accomplished. We found a spot that I would definitely put an ice castle on. I don't have bait, so I'm not catching all of them, which is fine. Because I do have to leave some for the other people's. But now, new mission is I'm trying to get a limit, so I want 2 more. I would have kept that perch, but it was just like, honestly, it looked like it didn't even like, it looked like it wouldn't have even tasted good. It was so old and grizzled and beaten. Not the, it was like the old bull, you know? Like a big rutting deer. It doesn't taste nearly as good as a smaller one. These are weird references. There we go. Oh, come on. He bit it. I said it. Come back. Come back, come back, come back. You want it. There we go. Yes. This one feels really small. Too small. Oh, it's a perch. Maybe that's what we're looking at now, just a lot of perch. So this is more like regular size. The other one was like double. This would be like an 8 or 9 inch perch. Probably. Somewhere in there. An 8 or 9 inch fish. That would be a good eater too. But I don't really want to clean it. Oh, this one looks nice. Usually the nicer looking marks are the ones that are willing to commit a little bit more. It seems anyways. But if you have 2 or 3 on the screen like there is right now, that helps a lot as well. It'll kind of make one jealous They have like a competition going on. Apparently not for those two, but a live minnow would really help right now. Whoa, not on that one. He was biting no matter what. That was big. This one might be the biggest one yet. Feels heavy. Heavy. Woo! Walleye. I don't think it is the biggest one yet. I think that other one's a little bit bigger. But that's a good keeper, so we're going to bring him home, or her home. Nice. One more. Also, look at the scenery. Okay, for those of you familiar with Lake of the Woods, in the wintertime ice fishing is usually referenced to the southern basin of Lake of the Woods. It's the most popular destination for ice fishing by far. But being up here on the west end, northwest end I guess you could call it, it's so pretty. Like sunset like that, cliff faces, pine trees, white pine trees. Doesn't get any better. And also you have fishing like this. Like I don't know if you can see that or not, but I have 3 fish coming up at me right now. Probably 3, it looks like. Yeah, 3. Also, nobody else here. So I'm talking to everybody that comes from the States and they're familiar with that southern basin of Lake of the Woods. The big draw for it there is it's so close, right? But you also have a ton of people there. And they tell me stories all the time about how many people are there. You know, they set up on a lot, on a spot, and 20, 30 feet next to them, there's another shack. And that goes on for miles. I just can't even imagine that. Wouldn't even be that fun because you don't feel like you're, out on the lake and camping. You just feel like you're in a park. This one decided it was ready. And that's a nice one. This might be number 4. It might actually be too big. It's pretty heavy. No, that's number 4. Heck yeah. These are so nice. All these fish have been awesome. I caught the one that was a little bit bigger, I threw it back. Caught a couple that were a little small, threw those back. Kept 4, just like awesome fish. I'm gonna cook those up later or tomorrow. Got a few perch, a behemoth of a perch. See if we can't catch a couple more perch to keep too. While we're here, we may as well. We got one just sitting there waiting for us anyways. May as well catch it. Yeah, so this is exactly what I was looking for. This is the exact, see 2 fish there just waiting for me. This is exactly what I want when I'm trying to find a place to put a fish house. So in the morning I'm going to pick up, move the shack over here, plop it down right where we are. And these fish that are here waiting for me will be here waiting for them as well. So before it gets dark, I'm going to end this video off. Mission accomplished. Found an awesome spot with a lot of fish on it. Kept a few for myself, so that was good too. Mission number 2 accomplished. And tomorrow morning I'm going to move one of my rental fish houses here. I've got fish coming for me right now too. But I'm going to move one of my rentals here in the morning, and then these fish are going to be waiting here for when they get here. This is one of the perks of the job. My favorite part of the job is going out finding fish. As everyone does that love catching fish. Hold on one second. Another one. Okay, well, like I was saying before we got interrupted, this is my favorite part of the job, obviously. It's super fun to go out and catch fish, find fish, and I don't get to do it quite as much as I would like to now. So it really makes me appreciate nights like this where I do actually get to go try some new stuff, see a beautiful sunset, and bring some fish home for the family. So this is going to be one of the last episodes for the ice fishing part of the guide life. Next, we're going to roll into some summertime fishing, bank fishing, some hunting stuff, walking through the woods, and then maybe a little bit of tackle prep, equipment prep, things like that, as we wait for all of the ice to melt. Because we are getting close to that. It's middle of March. I'm taking all of my ice castles off the lake at the end of the week here, and then the wait is on for summertime. So thanks again for tuning in and watching, and I will catch you guys at the next one.